Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Swing and oh my, hit him with the high. That one is gone. What a way to lead off a ball game. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now.
Shortstop.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Turner.
And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. 1-0 pitch on the way. A fastball that just misses inside.
What good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
And that'll get on past Tulowitzki. It's a base hit. Digging in the switch hitter, Rafael Santana. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Junior looks up. Gone. So coming to the plate, Eddie Matthews. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Eddie Matthews.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
I like that. Show him the curveball and then try to sneak that low 90s fastball by him. It's going to look faster coming off those breaking pitches.
Fouled back. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Now another 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. 3 runs already home here. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2.
This is a really good at bat. This is the kind that you go back to the dugout, regardless of the outcome. They go, great AB, man, great AB.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez.
First baseman.
From the stretch.
Martinez.
Hit down the line at first. He dives, but he can't make. That gets down. He's got him hit. In to score, the runner from third. Griffey is on his way home. And he will score as well. And they've started to break it open a bit now. It's up to 5-0.
Batting 8.
Standing in, Curtis Granderson. He's looking to keep this first inning rally rolling. Cabrera's got it, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Batting 9.
Ready now, Juan Marichal. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Well, Matt, the big thing I'm looking at is how many pitches he's already thrown here in the first inning. He's got a high pitch count. So if he continues like this, we're definitely going to see a bullpen game. Obviously, he wants to help himself out right here. With 2 strikes, that's going to be difficult to do. Let's see if he can put the ball in play.
Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Steve Jaquez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Steve Jaquez.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
That's a good changeup. Got him to swing early in it. Now you got him set up. You can go back with the hard fastball or double it up with another changeup.
Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike 2. And that misses 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
Batting second.
Digging in,
Center fielder,
Ken Griffey Jr. as he'll get his
Griffey
first
Jr.
opportunity in this one. Right there for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. This ball will be chopped foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
And Junior lays off that one, and the count's back even at 2-2. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Batting third.
Coming to the
fielder,
plate now, Steve Finley. No one aboard for him, and two gone here in the first. Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike one. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The pitch. Now a screwball is poured over for a strike, and he takes command. 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Walker has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Lou Brock. He'll be the one to greet Justin Verlander to start the inning.
Lou Brock.
This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Trey Turner is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. And now a pitch on the way. Got him swinging in the dirt. Ready for another chance. Rafael Santana.
Number 3. Rafael Santana.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Matt, this could be a real special inning. They've already hit a home run here, and now the real power is starting to come to the plate. We might be in for a light show.
Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And this is going to wind up a foul ball.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing two fastballs now in a row.
High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another. Digging in to try it again, Eddie Matthews. He singled his last time up. Bounce towards the mound. But this is foul for the first strike. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Tulowitzki ranging into the outfield. He's got it, and there are two down now. Digging in for his second at-bat, Victor Martinez. A base hit in his first trip. Here's a high pop-up. Cabrera has a play, and that ends the inning. The first baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Miguel Cabrera.
First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0.
Tell you what, having a big lead early, sometimes that's not always the best thing. But I think what you got to do is still focus on one at-bat, one pitch at a time, and not allow a big inning coming at you.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. A late swing at a slider for a strike.
That's the third slider in a row, and I'm going to tell you what, I think he'll probably throw 4 and maybe 5 if he needs it.
And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch is a fastball high, so it runs full 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Brock has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. Here's Nolan Arenado.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike one.
Well, he swung right through that on that changeup. The changeup is a tough pitch to swing at for the first pitch because you haven't measured his velocity yet, so you don't know what you're going to see coming your direction.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Left fielder,
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. J.D. Martinez started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. Big tilt on the slider, gets a swing and a miss. And he chased it in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Striding in once again, Ken Griffey Jr. Justin Wilson is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Sends that one out of play for strike one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Breaks his bat as this ball's lifted into the air. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Neil Walker. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. Looped out towards short. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Into the box now, Curtis Granderson. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Boy, not even close with that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Well, that's not a good pitch for him to hit. Look, this fella's got so much power, but you got to bring the pitch into the zone. Chasing that one there, right there, I'd go back and throw it to him again.
Curveball that time, not even close. Ready with the 1-2. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked him.
A swing and a miss. That retired. Striding into the box, Victor Martinez. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Victor Martinez.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Here's the pitch. Oh, up around the chin there. 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
And another foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. On deck, there you see Troy Tulowitzki. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Batting 8th, the shortstop.
Troy Tulowitzki is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. The 0-1 delivery. And misses badly on a pitch down in the dirt. Here's the 1-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Brock's in pursuit, but it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double. Alex Gordon.
Now pinch hitting. Alex Gordon.
Ball one.
Look, this is a big half inning. Look, they're down a little bit right now, but if they get something going, it's still early in the game. This is a huge inning and a huge at-bat.
That's by him for strike one. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And there's a pitch down in the dirt for ball number 2. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. So step.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Steve Paquet.
Into the windup and the pitch. Fouled straight back. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. For Walker now at second. Throw on to first, and they're finally able to get on the board here. There's one away.
The center fielder,
Standing
number
in,
24,
Ken Griffey Jr. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. To first. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Stepping up now, Steve Finley. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in standing. Runners on first with 1 down. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Granderson going back on it, and now he scales the wall and makes an unbelievable catch. On to first, and they get the double play. Jerry Blevins answers the call
Now
from
pitching,
into the box now. Juan Marichal. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. Now a swing and a ball
Leading off
popped
with a
high in
minute
the
in
air
the
over
public.
toward foul ground. And Cabrera will take this one for the first out. Now at the plate, Lou Brock. 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far, and looking to add to that here.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to. But if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
He's set. Here it comes. Trey Turner is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. The swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. And the first baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in.
Leading off the 4th
He's
inning,
0 for 1 thus
first
far.
baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
And he takes ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. 1-0 pitch is his slider. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. That was a curveball that never really broke. Stayed high. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
3-1. This guy, whew, he's a good hitter. This is the kind of count that gets him excited.
Hard hit at third. Matthews is right there. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Digging in, Nolan Arenado comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And a whiff at a good slider that time. 1-1, here it comes. And he's behind now as he missed badly on that swing. 1-2. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Arenado is retired, 2 down now. Here's J.D. Martinez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Too low, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Well, right here, this is what you live for. When you know you got a great hitter behind you, you're getting a good count. He's in a count right here, and just look for your pitch. You know they got to come after you.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the upper deck and gone. Now at the plate, Victor Martinez. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. And now a pitch on the way. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. The 1-1 to Martinez. Back up the middle. Kerner gloves it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is digging in and looking for more. Rafael Santana. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. Line toward the alley in left center. Martinez arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
Baseman, Eddie Matthews.
Chop foul wide of first. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now a swing and little pop up here right behind home plate. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Martinez gathers. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th.
The shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki.
Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like.
We are now watching him put on a clinic. This is exactly the way he loves to hit. Very patient, and now he's got a 2-0 count looking for his pitch.
Curveball swung out and missed. 2-1 now. 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Well, he finds himself in danger of walking the 8-hitter right here. That's just something you don't want to do. You walk the 8-hitter, the 9-hitter can bunt him over, starts a big inning, he can hit and run. It could lead to a lot of problems.
Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting,
Gary Sanchez.
Please. Now pinch hitting, Gary Sanchez.
In there for strike one, 0-1. 0-1 count and the pitch. 0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he misses there. 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there. You're down 0-2. You're in protect mode. You want to chase that ball. Nice layoff.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. Ready once again, Steve Jaquez. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Falling behind 3-0 to the wrong guy right here. You don't want to mess around with him. You know he's going to have the green light. If you throw one inside, he still might turn and burn.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
I really like what he did right there. 2-0, he wasn't able to hit the spot he was shooting for. 3-0, he made a better pitch, and now he sits 3-1. Let's see what he does here.
Griffey is going to have room out there. Sean Doolittle takes over to start
now
this.
pitching.
Digging in once again, Ken Griffey Jr. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. Pulled toward right center field. Finley giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The batter.
Here's Neil Walker, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Jackie Robinson will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. There to take it is Cabrera, and that's the second out of the inning. In is Curtis Granderson. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
That's a bad approach right there. Look, you may get that pitch later in the at-bat. If you're going to take a swing first pitch, it's got to be a ball you can drop.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Digging in and looking for.
Leading off for the Lions.
Billy Wagner enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Your attention, please. Now pitching.
Way in front of a great slider that time.
When you're facing this good a hitter, man, that strike one becomes so important. To get ahead with him and make him think about something else. Now you can control the at-bat.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
Steve Finley stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. And a pitch that misses, a ball and a strike to Finley. Now here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Griffey waits on it. And that's the second out of the inning. Striding in once again, Miguel Cabrera. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Boy, he's getting a lot of late swings. They're just not catching up to him right now, not picking it up, not seeing it, or maybe picked up a tick on his fastball. But, man, he's keeping it away from him nice.
Got him swinging as he runs the. Coming to the plate.
Leading off for the Dominican Republic, pitcher Billy Wagner. Buckner.
Harmon
Your attention,
Killebrew
please.
is up off the bench
Now
as he'll
coming
pinch
from the
hit
bench
here to start inning number 7.
Killebrew.
Here's Tulowitzki at short. Scooped up, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Number 20.
Ready for another shot now, Lou Brock. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. Oh, no, he let it eat him up. 0-1 count. Here it comes. And he pops him up back behind second base. Jaquez backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. That speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. High in the air into shallow left center. Junior's in pursuit. And that ends the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Nate Jones gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Nolan Arenado is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Martinez is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
Left fielder.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. J.D. Martinez is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. And this will be fouled away. The 0-1 pitch. And he misses with it. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Digging into.
Leading off for the Avengers. Catcher. Rafael Santana.
First offering on its way. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Arenado is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Ready once again, Eddie Matthews. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Swing and a little blooper to center. Junior's coming in. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Digging in once again. Victor Martinez. He's working on a Hughes enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Now a foul tip at the plate, and you could hear that one ring off the catcher's mask from up here. It's 0-1. To right field and way out of here. Look at this thing go. Way up into the moon deck and out of here. Ready for another chance? Ken Griffey Jr. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in the box to me tonight. He's been off balance with his swings, and that one completely tied him up.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And that ends the inning. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the eighth. Charlie Blackmon has moved into the
pinch hitting for the pitcher Hughes. Number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hand. Ian Kinsler will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. Shoots this one over to first. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Standing in, Steve
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Steve Jaquez.
From the belt, kicks and deals. First pitch is a curveball that's inside, 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. Hops this one up, just beyond the infield on the right side. Robinson, ranging into shallow right, makes the play, 1 away. Stepping in, Ken Griffey Jr. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Ken Griffey Jr.
And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
A pause and the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Now batting.
So coming to the plate, Steve Finley. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass. Roberto Osuna enters from the pen to start.
Roberto Osuna.
And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. 0-1, here's the pitch. Started that swing a bit too early. Ready with the 0-2. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul.
Whoa, he tried to get a little cute right there. A little 2-strike changeup. He thought he might get a swing and miss, but man, he left that in the zone. He's fortunate that ball didn't leave the park.
The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. It is Curtis Granderson. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. 0-1. Here it comes. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning. Into the box now. Justin Wilson. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Swing and a liner. Foul. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher set to take over is
Medley.
now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Miguel Cabrera is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1. Now the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. McGriff has room in foul territory. 1 out. Digging in, Nolan Arenado. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
When your team is behind this late in the game, it's not a good look for you as a hitter to show no discipline and wave at a pitch that wasn't even sniffing the zone.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And he'll reach second now with one away. Ready now, J.D. Martinez. He went down on strikes last time up. And that misses inside 1-0.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head. This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Dribbled to the right side, but it gets foul. Hit down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. Arenado rounds third and is digging for the plate. And on the error, a run is going to score. Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
Really busting him in on this at bat right there. First two pitches inside for strikes, and I don't see him changing his pattern.
And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far. Stepping in and ready for another.
Batting, the shortstop, number 2, Troy Tulowitzki.
Craig Kimbrell comes on here looking to get the final 2 outs and earn the save. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Tell you what, Matt, he looks locked in to me. You know, I played with a guy named Larry Milburn. He said he looks hitters. You see that swing right there? I know he missed it, but he was on it.
But he'll barely have to move out there and right as he hauls this one in. For the second out, Will Clark. Glenn Perkins comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. And there's ball one.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here. So the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in. So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. He's our tops player of the game.
Well, he blasted a couple of balls over the wall in this one. Really put the guys on his back and carried him to the victory.
On 9 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 41 minutes.